Hello to anyone watching. So today we're going to play this Death Shadow deck that just came out. I really want to test the new card from the new set called Winternight Stories. Draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card. So, obviously this card's really cool with Hollowed One and Rootwallas and all kinds of stuff you could do with this card. It seems pretty cool. This list comes from just a random 5-0s. Just the 5-0s. I made a couple of changes. Like I cut the Ragavan. I want to see how this card goes. I want to see how this card plays. I want to see if this card is good. Which is the whole point of this deck, is just to check this card. And to see if this new card has the legs. And if it doesn't have the legs in a deck like this, with all kinds of discard outlets and reasons to discard and things and triggers, and discarding a Detective Phoenix is pretty sick, and we have some Death Shadows because we're losing so much life with the Street Wraith and the Shocklands, and it's just a Mako deck. So at its core, it's just Mako, Burning Inquiry, Faithless Looting, but now you get another draw 3, which seems pretty strong. So we're going to give it a shot, and we're going to see how it goes. So we're just going to jam some leagues, and we'll see how it goes. So we have a Mako, we have Street Wraith. We don't really have a draw engine, but we just need to hit 1 land for Frog, then we can discard everything. We do get to be on the play, so we get to start with Mako. We'll save the Street Wraith for the following turn. As long as we draw a land, we're okay. Shock, Mako. What's up? You. Okay, we're playing against Belcher, so we have a limited amount of time. So let's see if we can make the best of it. So cycle the Street Wraith. We really need to hit a black source here. Always yield. Black source. Black source. Oh, perfect. I'll play a Frog. We're gonna discard Rootwalla. The reason we're doing this now is because we want the Mako to hit as hard as possible, right? Because this Mako is getting free every time we discard a card to put a counter. The Mako's getting a trigger, so we want to do this. We want to just do it now, right? Hit for 4, hit for as much damage as possible. Maximum damage always. Okay. Cast that. We're so lucky we hit the land, the black land. Just unbelievably lucky. If we hit another fetch land, they might just die next turn. They might just be dead. I don't know. We gotta think. Alright, let's do some math. So we discard Shadow. We discard Shadow. This goes to 6. This goes to 5. That's 11. And then we pump, and they're just dead. We could use a Detective Phoenix, but we're probably better off just pumping. Tech. Alright, discard this. So this is, now we pump this. Now we pump this. So this is 6 plus 6 plus this is just as lethal. 12, 17. Yay. Well, that was pretty good. Alright, so they have Lotus Bloom. So what do we want against them? I mean, Leyline of the Void is okay. I believe I want Consigns. But then it's like, how deep do we go on the Consigns? We probably don't need the Dismembers. Let's start there. Blood Moon. I mean, on one hand, Blood Moon is good because it stops them from doing some of their things. But on the other hand, they could still cast the thing with colorless. So let's have Ancient Grudge and let's have Consign to Memories. Let's have these cards in, which means we're cutting what? Let's cut the Death Shadows. It's going to be hard to potentially turn them on when we are not going to be able to dismember anything. So we need one more cut, and let's cut a Stories. We don't know how this card is yet. I know the point is to test this card, but if we want to hold up blue and Consign, we probably don't want to tap our blue for Stories. So let's do it like this, and let's see how it goes. Our opponent's at 61 cards. The old 61 card special, which we respect. I wonder if we want to Faithless Looting on one. We probably do. We have a lot of things we can draw. There's a Lotus Bloom. 2 Lotus Blooms. Jeez. So we have to remember these Lotus Blooms. So let's draw a Street Wraith so we can get this hollowed one in on turn 1. That'd be sick. That would be sick. Mako. Maybe we just turn 1 Mako. That's probably good enough. Then we can hopefully we can do stuff to get a hollow one on turn 2. And then we can like Detective Phoenix it, and we'll see. Alright. Just get the Mako in play. Maybe we could just play the Frog. I mean, you could just Frog and then, if we draw land, we could just Frog and then hollowed one. Kinda cool. Okay. Maybe we just Frog. Frog seems good here. Let's just Frog. Alright, let's get Blood Crypt. Frog. Okay. So, this costs 2 less to cast for each card you've cycled or discarded this turn. So we can discard our whole hand. We could discard, discard, discard. Grow this, play this, hold up Consign for these, and then we probably never lose. Alright, let's discard Detective Phoenix. Always yields. Always yields. Discard Rootwalla. Cast the Rootwalla. Cast the Rootwalla. I want to do it all now, just so I can get as much damage in with this Mako as possible. I should have waited till post-combat for the hollow one, but we're getting our F6 value. Alright, this is a pretty good start from us. Pretty good start, I'd have to say. And then we can use Consign to Memory, Replicate to hit both of these triggers when they go to 0. So you don't want to counter it, right? Because if you counter it, then it goes to the graveyard. Then they can use Tameshi to get them back. But what you want to do is, the way Suspend works is it ticks down to 0. Then at 0, there's a cast trigger, right? And you want to Consign to Memory that cast trigger so they stay in exile forever. So that way they can't Tameshi them. They can't do anything with that. So that's how you want to particularly attack this Lotus Bloom. I mean, that's totally fine, right? Can we kill them? No, because they could just chump block here. I believe there's no point in attacking with the Rootwalla, because they'll just kill it. But if they block this, they take approximately 1,000,000 damage. Alright, begin. They're probably going to block the frog, actually. Because they could chump here, right? They can chump here. I think I'm going to jump the frog here. So I'm guaranteed... I'm going to jump the frog, yeah. Alright. Now, if they do anything, if they block here, we could probably dump our hand and kill them. I should have played this land prior to combat, so that way it would come in untapped, so I have Consign for 3. But there's no point in surveilling. Let's just grow the frog one. We get to draw a card. I don't think there's a point in casting this Faithless Looting. So let's just go to the upkeep. Okay, so both of the suspend triggers are going to go on the stack. We're going to let them go to 0, right? This trigger's okay. Oh no, it's not going to work the way I want it to work. Now this is the cast trigger. So this is okay. It's still okay because we can consign both of these and we'll leave this on 1. It's not going to work the way I want it to. But yeah, it will work for 1. Alright. Let's target this 0. Honestly, I only need it to work for 1, to be honest. I mean, they're at 3. Right? Okay. So this gets countered. Okay. So now the replicate resolves. I'll counter the same target. Okay. So they get 1 Lotus Bloom. What's up, Janini? How are you? I don't think this deck is prepared to get smashed in the face. War of Invention. Okay. I don't think they were prepared for the hurricane that is Derpy, which is Mako. Oh, Gamba! Gamba! Yeah, it seems strong. I don't know the numbers. But yeah, it comes from this. It looks fun. I cut the Ragavan. I cut the one of Ragavan for another Neverwinter Stories because I wanna play this card. I wanna see if this card is good. I don't know about the Death Shadow part of this deck. Right? It just seems kind of irrelevant because most of it seems potentially irrelevant. All right, what color do we want? Let's get black. Hey. Gamba! Yay! Never punished. A 0-mana 4/4? How broken? They must play this card in Vintage or something. Alright. Unfortunately, we have, nothing else. It didn't have enough Zenith, so... Oh. Alright. Okay, so let's begin combat. Let's attack with the hollow one. Well, because you can, why am I saying this? Because the deck's playing Consign to Memory, so in theory you can consign a City of Brass. In a pinch. In a desperate time, when all other hope has failed, you could consign the city, right? I mean, yeah, you could say it's narrow. Yeah, you could very easily say that's pretty narrow. pitch the Dismember here. You could very easily say that's pretty narrow. But it's true, right? It's true. You could do it. When all else has failed, when all other hope is gone, you can consign. What the hell's our opponent up to? Our opponent's up to some spice too. Ren and 6. Do we just ignore Ren and 6? I believe we do. I believe face is the place. Oh no, Solitude. Oh no, Solid Dude. Lame. Lame. Let's Froggy. Do I want to play one of these lands? I think because I have a Faithless Looting in the graveyard, I do think I want to play one of the lands. We have a Surveil land where we could potentially surveil a Phoenix or something. Where we could play the Phoenix. Yeah, they saw it when we discarded the Shadow. Ren and 6, Windswept Heath. Yes, yes. Stock up. Find the Solitude. Operation Find Solitude number 2. Let's use our Raucous Theater. Alright, Phoenix. Detective Phoenix. That's kind of boring, don't you? I think we could do better than that stupid card. I take that back. We cannot do better than that stupid. Alright, let's cast Faithless Looting. We could discard the stories here? Or do we keep the stories for next turn? Cast this. All in. I do recognize that this just gets pinged. I mean, I'm still might as well cast it, right? They don't even ping it. They don't even respect it enough to ping it. Delighted Halfling. Uh-huh. Oh boy. Okay. What do we need to do here? What do we need to do? Orum's Chant? Oh, it's so lame. I hate this card. It's so dumb. Now I'm gonna fucking die because I didn't kill the Wren. Oh, I want to cast my new fun stuff. I don't know why they put this in Modern Horizons 3. Yup. Yup. Ugh. Yup. Yup. Time Warp? I'm just dead. They have Ren and 6 alt next turn. Okay. Just dead. I'm just dead. They're gonna Ren and 6 alt Time Warp me. Alright. No Death Shadow. Right? They have Solitude. Let's go with Blood Moon. I don't know if I want Consign to I mean, it stops Solitude. We'll play one Consign. We'll play a Blood Moon. I definitely want Surgical. It's my fault. I should have killed the... what's her name? The Renin 6. Yeah, but I didn't really have a chance to kill it, but yeah. I think Orm's Chant was such a terrible addition to Modern. With Modern Horizons 3. That card's so dumb. Very silly. One of the many mistakes that Modern Horizons made was Orm's Chant. Because all these bullshit 4-color decks. Alright, let's see if we can come out of the gates guns blazing. Nope. What are we putting back? I guess I have no way to discard the Vengevine right now, so maybe I put back the Phoenix? Maybe I was supposed to put back the Vengevine. Gotta chump check him a little bit. Guess we're gonna cycle this? No, we can just cast this next turn. This could be sick next turn. I'm very excited to cast this card next turn. Yup. Okay. So what are we gonna do? Let's cast Stories. I think this Stories card could be pretty sick. Oh my god. What? Oh no, it doesn't. Why should it? Fuck. We're learning the new cards. We're learning the new cards. Everything's fine. We're learning the new cards. We're learning the new cards. That's what's important here. Stock. I see that what our opponent's doing. They're just casting stocks ups and looking for time walks. Time warps, and they're gonna Orm's Chant me on my upkeep. Oh, this is so annoying. This is so bothersome. What can I do? I can't really do anything about this. Can't really do anything. They just get to stock up over and over for Orm's Chants and Time Warps. That's cool. Yeah, I should have cast the Faithless Looting instead of the Stories. But I was so excited to play with the new cards. I was like, yeah, I need the new cards. Alright, do I use this Dismember now? I guess I'm going to cycle... I mean, they're definitely sitting on something. Yeah, I mean, I could play it in this deck. Oh, they didn't have another Orm's Chant for me. Well, that's lovely. Mako. Cast Hollowed One. Cast Hollowed One. Be in combat. Be in combat. Attack Ren, attack them. We still can do more after combat. But, I mean, we know they have a Solitude coming. Maybe I just dismember this right now. So I could kill the goddamn Ren in 6. Alright. Blue. Black. Frog. Alright, don't have a board. I mean, I guess I'm overextending into a board wipe. But, like, what's the storm count? I too bring the nonsense. Yeah. I mean, don't have Wrath. They could very easily just Wrath and fuck me up here. I mean, they have 7 cards in their hand. We are kind of just all in. You know, this isn't really a thinking man's deck. Not really a thinking man's deck. Or a thinking person's deck. Eternal Witness. Get back Orum's Chant. Ugh. Lame. So lame. I guess I should Surveil. It feels like an Ephemerate deck. I mean, I probably want this card. Not really. This card doesn't do anything. I have no cards in my hand. I'm just going to discard a bunch of cards. I guess it fills my graveyard, so I could get Vengevines or Phoenixes. Let's put it in my graveyard. It does screw them up too, but... I mean, if they have an Ephemerate here, I just lose. Just Ephemerate the Eternal Witness. God, Stock Up is such a gross card. I don't know how this deck ever beats Eldrazi, though. Like, how do you beat Eldrazi when you're playing this kind of stuff? Eldrazi's just gonna dumpster you. But whatever, they're crushing us. Time Warp. Oh, they don't have double blue. Teferi. Oh boy, this is not fun. Perfect draw. So now they could Teferi, bounce the Eternal Witness, get back Orum's Chant. And by the time, I'm sure they could... I don't know. I want to concede. But we'll see what they do. Teferi went up. Because they have Time Warp. But they didn't leave double blue. Do they have another Orum's Chant? Oh, how fucking lame. That's going to give them enough to bounce this to Orum's Chant again. Well, they were ready for our bullshit. They were ready for our bullshit. Okay, what do we start with? Looting, Rootwalla? I guess we see what they're doing before we do anything. Let's see what they're doing. Uh-huh. Okay, let's start off... Gamba? Let's get blue here. Gamba or Gamba? I think I'm gonna Looting. Because Looting lets me just dump these two pretty cleanly. How important is it to get these two idiots in play? I think we should set up for fancy shit later. Okay. Gotta set up for fancy shit happening later. Yeah. Putting two 1/1s in play doesn't feel like you win games of Modern that way. Utopia Sprawl, blue. Whenever one or more creatures would leave the battlefield without dying, draw a card. Alright, I'm going to cast Faithless Looting. This guarantees that I can discard 2 Rootwallas and get back to Vengevine. Discard a discard. I would like to cast. Trigger the Vengevine, yes. Play the City of Brass. Am I killing this? Or am I playing the Mako? I believe I'm going to attack with the Vengevine and play a Mako. Ginger, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Hope you had a good stream. We're trying a Phoenix deck out. Not Phoenix, but we're trying a Death Shadow deck out that's playing the new Stories card. Hope you had a good stream, Ginger. Hope you have a good day, rest of your day. And we're trying the new card out in this like all-in aggro shell. Next turn we're just going to spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Oh boy. I just died. I just died. Our opponent gets to draw their entire deck. Oh, should have killed the goddamn mage. Should have killed the mage. I don't know what our opponent's... I mean, I've seen this deck before, but... I don't know what their win con is. How's the magic going? Well, we're dying. Do you guys know what the win con is? Yeah. Oracle with 2 energy. Yep. Well, apparently this little friggin' frog is kill on sight. Apparently that little frog is kill on sight. Alright, what do I... How do I even stop that? I can't. Consign doesn't really stop it. No, because then they just go to 1 energy and then they'd get 2 energy when the thing comes into play. Ancient Grudge. None of these stop it. I mean, Pick Your Poison does, but it's a sorcery. This sideboard needs some work, to put it mildly. Alright, well, I guess we're just running it back. Don't really want to Blood Moon the deck that's playing basic Forest and... Alright, well, this seems good. This seems good. I would like to cycle a Street Wraith. Faithless Looting. Discard you. Discard you. Should I cycle this Street Wraith, or should I wait for a hollowed one? I agree. The odds of me having another hollow one here are pretty low, so I'll save this for this. Alright, 8 power. Can your silly combo deck that just destroyed me deal with 8 power on turn 1? Force of Vigor. Let's cast this. Cycle. Can flashback this Neverwinter Nights. That's kind of cool. Creature card. Discard you. I don't know if that's good or not, or if I should have just hit him. If I should have just punched him in the mouth with my hollow ones. I imagine they're probably dead next turn. If we go Mako, Mako, play this, pump this, attack, then following turn, flashback, Faithless Looting, do 1,000,000 damage, we should have them dead. Or actually, maybe we just flashback to Faithless Looting, pump our guy. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Coiling Oracle. Okay, can I kill them this turn? No, because they can just chump the... Okay. Okay. We brought the Hurricane. We brought too much of the Hurricane. Turn 1, 8/8 power. Seems too strong. Alright, what can we do against them? Rock him like a hurricane, that's right. Too strong. Alright, let's just run it back. Yeah, this sideboard seems sus. I mean, here's turn 1, hollow one again. This is actually a potentially turn 1 Vengevine. Plus hollow one. Potentially. Really bad at Magic. I should change my name to that. Okay. I do love Mako, but I think we just need to go ham here. Let's see if we can hit another 0 to cast the... We have to just... We need another 0 here. Fuck. Alright, we're going to discard Vengevine. Cast a hollow. So we get to cast Stories next turn, which I don't know if it's good. Yup. I don't know what the play is. I feel like we cast Marauding Mako and then we cast Faithless Looting. But I don't know if that's right. And hopefully we hit a 0. We did not hit a 0. We did not. Tackle hollow one. We did not hit a 0. I wanted to hit a 0, but we did not. This deck needs Basking Rootwalla. Why do we only get to play Burning Rootwalla or whatever the hell the other one is? We need the old one, the OG. We need the green one too. Maybe this deck needs Blood Gas or something. But the Death Shadow part of this deck, just, there's no point. Like, we shouldn't be doing that. Alrighty. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Death Shadow. Perfect. Let's cast this. Okay. Fine. Frog. Begin combat, begin combat. Attack with Mako. Yeah. Guess I'm just gonna save everything till next turn. Discard with the Psychic Frog. Trigger the thing. Alright, what do you think? Think we're dead? Think they just play the 5-mana thing and 4-mana thing and kill us? Primal Purse! Am I dead? Yeah, I'm just dead. Cool. Because they just play this. Wait, how do they generate... How are they generating 1 energy? I don't see how they get to 2 energy. Do you guys see it? How? All right. Do you guys know? I want to concede, but yeah, but they can't. But how? How do they play Oracle? They could play Oracle next turn, right? But how do they play Oracle this turn? They only have 1 energy. I mean, do I? I asked them. I said, how do I... Thassa's Oracle costs 1 energy? What? You may cast creature spells made by 3 also paying 1 energy. Oh. 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 They only cost 1 energy? They don't cost energy for CMC? Well, we're just running around dying because we don't have interaction. We're just not fast enough. Alright, what do we got? I guess we're just gambling. Alright, what are the odds that we keep this hollow one? Stay over here. Great. That's the odds. The odds are great! We have all the phoenixes too. Psychic Frog, huh? How do we do this? Do we... I don't know if I like this card. Because you have to take time off from being aggressive to do this. And I don't know if I like that. What do you guys think of this card? See how awkward it is in this situation? Maybe I should just attack with the hollowed one. And when they block and frog, we can dismember it. Okay, or not. Mako. Faithless Looting. Discard Stories and Phoenix. Why wouldn't they block there? That's weird. I guess they must have another Flame in order to just kill this. Uh-huh. Alright, let's cast Faithless Looting. Do you have an Orcish Bowmaster? Flame Manor that thing? Mako. Detective Phoenix on Marauding Mako. Exile Street Wraith and Burning. Attack you. Okay. So we have 2 more Detective Phoenixes in the graveyard, which we could just use. Yeah. The Winternight Stories card, you just have to take time off being aggressive. And who wants to do that, right? So let's cast Faithless Looting. Discard Vengevine. Discard Psychic Frog that we can't cast. Cycle the Street Wraith. We'll exile Street Wraith and Frog, I guess? Mako? Street Wraith and Mako. So now we... Phoenix. I wonder if I'm just supposed to cast the Neverwinter Stories while this has damage on it. Just draw 3 cards. I've cycled a Street Wraith, right? So I could discard 2 cards. You. Okay, this card's good. I take back everything I said. This card's pretty good. Cast you. Cast you. Vengevine. Yay! Okay. Again, we have no cards to sideboard. I guess you could maybe make an argument for Leyline of the Void, but like, no sideboard here. This sideboard's not the way. Submit again. Submit again. Alright, turn 1, hollow 1. Every time I see turn 1, hollow 1, it makes me happy. Let's cycle Street Wraith. Hollow 1. Oh no! Why did I discard hollow 1? I meant to discard Phoenix. I'm sorry. I am sorry. That was really bad. I meant to discard the Phoenix, but I slipped and just had a brain fart and just... Well, that sucked. Obviously, I was just thinking about casting hollow 1, and I just switched the 2 cards. Probably not the best way to play Leagues of Magic, is just discarding your best card. Oh, forgive me for being a dullard. Yep. Alright, let's not tilt off, though. Slow, calm, and collected. Let's play a Mako. Bestow. 1, 2. Obviously, I wanted to cast the hollow one. I apologize. It was quite the mistake. That was a mistake, and I'm sorry. Okay. Let's get black here. I would like to play a frog. Can I please play frog? Okay. I'm going to discard Dismember. And then I'm going to exile Dismember and Hollow One to haste the frog. Or should I just discard this Faithless Looting because we have stories? Let's do that. We have stories. Yeah, discarding the Hollowed One was calculated. It was so I can bestow the Detective Phoenix. What's up, Burnt? No, Cam. I really desperately, very badly need a haircut. And I've been slacking. I have an appointment later this week. Alright, 5 damage to our creature. Yield through the turn. Attack. No, nothing for Yawgmoth. I look like a friggin' hobo. It's real bad. I have this woman who cuts my hair, right? But she's like a crazy person. I'm like afraid that she's gonna stab me in the eyes with the scissors when she cuts my hair. Because she's like old and jittery. And I'm like... But she gave me a pretty good haircut the last couple of times. So I'm torn. Let's try this Neverwinter Nights shit. Dude, it's wild. She just like... Because she'll start talking, and she'll start talking about absolute nonsense. And how, you know, all this crazy shit. Just crazy delusional shit. And she'll like lower her scissors like 5 inches from my face, and they shake as she talks. And I'm just like... Ugh. Yo, lady, you gotta chill. What do I want to do here? I want to start with Faithless Looting. Okay. I would like to discard Blazing Rootwalla. And I would like to discard Psychic Frog. Cast Blazing Rootwalla. I would like to cast Hollow One. Yes. Detective Phoenix, Hollow One. Frog, Mako, Frog. I do realize we could have done the other Faithless Looting and played the other Hollow One, but we can't haste it now, so there's not really a point. So I figure this is better because we get to threaten lethal. Frog's just generally a good card. It can also trigger the Hollow One, right? You can, like, Hollow One triggers discarded cards. It pumps Mako, right? If you're playing blue and we're trying to play this new card, you know, might as well try the new card. I mean, they're at 2 here, so I guess I should cast Faithless Looting. Gamba. Well, shit. Be in combat. Yay. Okay, so we can beat some decks. And then there's hands like this, where there are no synergies. I guess I just surveil on one, which is kind of shit for an aggro deck. I'll probably keep that. Ancient Stirrings. Interesting. Soul Transformer. Oh boy. What the... We're against some kind of bullshit again. Let's cast Faithless Looting. We're not going to discard our hollow one this time, I promise. I don't know about the Death Shadow. The Death Shadow seems like it's doing too much. And like, Death Shadow without Thoughtseize doesn't seem right. If you're going to build this deck to be a Death Shadow deck, I think you needed to build it to be a Death Shadow deck. But we're just trying it out. Just trying this deck out. Alright, we're going to discard Stories and Mountain. Cast Hollowed One. What is our opponent up to? I wonder if this is... I imagine this is Spike something. Aetherworks Marble. I have Consigns. I could use Consigns. Alright, what do we want to do here? We want to play... Faithless Looting. Oh. Cast Faithless Looting. Discard Phoenix. Discard... I imagine I cast Stories here. Discard 2 cards. 1, 2. Alright. Okay, that's pretty good. Next turn, we are bringing the Pain Train. I don't know. Once again, I don't know about this Death Shadow. Casting Death Shadow to just have it die to be a second creature for Vengevine is probably not the way that you want to play Death Shadow. Probably not the way that you want to be Death Shadowing, but who can say? Uh-oh. We are going to get Aetherworks Marveled next turn. Used to have a name for this. A name for the Aetherworks Marvel. Oh, that's actually sick. Time to think. So we play Psychic Frog. Alright, we're playing Psychic Frog. Frog. We're playing Mako. Trigger. Yes. Yes. Now we can Detective Phoenix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to discard Shadow. Grow the Mako. Play this. Detective Phoenix the Frog. One. Yeah. Okay, you're 4. Please don't kill me. I don't remember if Marvel costs 6 or 4. It's been a while. Let's take a look. I know I own them. I don't remember what that card does. Marvel. Whenever a permanent you control is put in the graveyard, gain energy. Pay 6 energy. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. It's 4 mana. Alright, 4 mana, 6 energy. They have 4 energy. Okay. Chump blockers! Yay. We did it. Okay. So, we want Consign the Memories. What we don't want? Probably don't want Dismember. Death Shadow, I'm sorry, but you ain't it. Probably want Ancient Grudge. could Blood Moon him. But that doesn't really... How does our mana base ever deal with a Blood Moon? Like, we just Blood Moon ourselves. What card am I cutting? Probably Stories. 60 card, Lean Mean Fighting Machine. This deck came from the 5-0s. It came from this list right here by LGK. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool things going on. The stories have been pretty cool. Emrakul can pick her poison. I mean, technically you could kill Emrakul with pick your poison, but it's a cast trigger, so they get an extra turn. So I don't know if that's the way. My device is ready to install updates. My device. My computer is just a device. Attune with Aether. Alright. So let's cycle Street Wraith. Ooh, Blazing Rootwalla. We could do it. We could live the dream. Alright. Looting. We need a hollow one. Hollow one? Oh. I think we save the Rootwalla for next turn to try and win the game. Alrighty. Yield through the turn. Our opponent only has 4 cards in their hand after they have searched their library for a basic. Okay. Let us... I don't know. Should we just hold up Consign? Should we Gamba? I mean, they went to 2 cards, so fuck them. Gamba! Alright, hold on. Let's play this. Burning Inquiry. So we can looting, but we need another creature. We need to hit another creature with our looting. Or we can just... I mean, we discard... They discard an Aetherworks. Let's just... see if we can hit a creature. Nope. Discard Phoenix. Discard looting. I guess we discard Burning Inquiry. Because after next turn, we're going to hold up Consign for forever. Ah, shit. I mean, if they hit another Aetherworks marble after having us Burning Inquiry them, then they deserve it. Okay, let's play Mako. So let's go Mako. And then we'll looting, discard the Rootwalla. That gives us the Vengevine trigger. Which is all we ever want in life, is just Venge. Okay, so now we go Faithless Looting, Rootwalla, and... I would like to cast this. Cast. That's going to get the Vengevine trigger. Turn 3. Better late than never, right? I guess they're sitting on Kozilek's return. Kozilek's command. I'll consign that if they do that. Well, what's... I mean, I want to hold this consign. So if I keep the inquiry, I, like, lose the consign. How about no? I'm just gonna counter you. So this way, this next turn, I can surveil here, and then next turn I have Phoenix plus I can like detect a Phoenix, detect, and then Neverwinter Stories. Attack. Hopefully they don't get... Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's really bad. Because they have Marvel in the graveyard. Okay. Can we kill them? How many Phoenixes are in our graveyard? 2 Phoenixes. So we can haste this. We can haste this. Next turn they're going to be able to Shifting Woodland into an Aetherworks Marvel. So they're going to get to spin the Aetherworks Marvel next turn. Is there anything we could do about that? I guess we could Stories and try and find another Consign. Perfect. I guess we could Stories again. But we're gonna play Mako. Alright, well, they get one spin of their cannon. Street Wraith, Consign. Okay. As long as they have top 6 of their library. Oh, that's lame. That is lame. We looked at 6 cards with Neverwinter Stories and didn't hit one of our 4 consigns. We were just slow that game. We gave them a million turns. They got to turn 5, right? We shouldn't let a deck like that get to turn 5. Maybe we want Surgical. So we could just Surgical the Marvel if we get it with... Would you like to play first? So we're going to get black, red here, and then Burning Inquiry and hope to get lucky. We want to get super lucky. We want them to discard their Aetherworks Marvel so we could Surgical it. And we want the hollow one. We want to keep these 2 cards. Our opponent's going to 5. So they're going to go to 5, and then they're going to have their whole world shattered by a Burning Inquiry. Crack this for black. Burning Inquiry. Perfect. We got 2 of their lands. We lost 2 of our lands and our hollow one. That's so awesome. That's so cool. Hopefully we mess them up too by discarding their lands. Or not. Alright, we're never punished. Rog. Do I want a Surgical Kozilek's command? No, they won't be able to command next turn. Soulless Jailer. Alright. Let's cast Marauding Mako. Players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exiles. I can cast creature. I could cast Rootwalla on this. Alright, be in combat, attack. I want them to block here so I can, like, discard this, discard this, discard this. Hold up Consign for the rest of the game. Alright. Discard you. Cast. Discard you. Okay. We have dropped our cards on the table and said beat this. But little do they know, we have a Consign to memory in our hand. I really want to counter that triggered ability, but I know they didn't even use it. Rumbling, tumbling, stumbling. Okay. I don't really care about this, if I'm being honest. Alright, we're gonna jump the frog this time. 1, 2, 3. Begin combat, attack, attack, attack. They'll block here. Okay, let's play a Mako. Cycle our Street Wraith. Okie dokie. Once again, we sit behind a wall of Consign to memory. Okay, so they're going to play this Soul Transformer, don't care. Don't care. Don't care about that. Okay. So we're never casting this, so we're just going to discard you. Trigger. We're going to discard the other... Well, we're going to attack. And then we'll attack with every... I'm going to jump the frog. We're going to jump this frog. And then we're going to attack. And then we'll probably discard this Psychic Frog to this. Alright. Exile 3 cards. One. Want to keep all the high CMC cards so we could potentially Detective Phoenix down the road. Can we kill them? Let's do a little math. So this is 6, 10. So if I discard this, this goes to 7. This goes to 12. And then we activate the Rootwalla and they're dead. Is that how that works? I believe, if my math is correct, we discard a card. This goes to 7, 10, 15. Remember the person who said, why would you play Psychic Frog with Hollow One? That's why. Psychic Frog is a good card. Okay. Cool. So, let's talk about the deck. Obviously, this was really good, obviously. Obviously, this was really good. What'd you guys think of the Neverwinter stories? I mean, the stories felt good. Death Shadow didn't feel good at all. We never even put a Death Shadow on the stack in play. So, what are we doing? This never, we never even came close to using... I mean, Dismember was okay, potentially, but, the Death Shadow, just not really relevant. Stories was good. All this was good. I kind of like the Neverwinter stories. Yeah, I think the stories were fine. This Death Shadow, we don't need this. We don't need that. But I guess the question is, are these stories better than Goblin lore? And I think they were better than Goblin lore in some situations. But we definitely didn't like the Death Shadow. No, this wasn't a Dono deck. This was just from the 5-0s here. I cut a Ragavan and added stories just to see how it would go. I did like the Consign.